On this beautiful fall day, I'm here with Richard Grandin, who is the resident advisor for Hot Springs Intracity Transit, the public transit provider for the city of Hot Springs. Welcome, Richard.
Thank you. Glad
It's
to be
been
here.
a while, and thought maybe it'd be a good time for catching up on what's going on with Intracity Transit today.
Right, it's been a little while.
Yes. Now let's start off, of course, with the fact that Intracity Transit is housed in a beautiful historic building. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's the Missouri Railway train station that was built 100 years ago. It was moved here from the original site down on Valley Street and reconstructed. It's had a little bit of everything in it, a restaurant, and now it houses the city stormwater division and intercity transit. We give tours here every once in a while to school kids and everything. They kind of like it.
Is Greyhound based out of this building as well?
Right, we have a Greyhound facility. We sell tickets for Greyhound, and there's 3 eastbound buses and 2 westbound buses every day, 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm. And we are sitting right next to the passenger waiting pavilion, which provides a covered area for those passengers to sit and wait while they catch the bus.
This is the city transit system boarding area and lighting area. It's pretty convenient for everybody. There's a lot of people, especially on a nice warm day, they'll be sitting out here in the park and enjoying the sunshine and everything.
Right, and a bonus, of course, is that this beautiful historic building with all of its architectural features that are just really outstanding is situated right next to the Hot Springs Creek Greenway Trail.
Yeah, it's a beautiful building.
Mm-hmm. So it's a hub of transportation in many ways, including people that take off on bike or on foot down the trail. But we're going to concentrate on the services today that Intracity Transit provides. What is your primary focus these days, Richard?
Well, back in early spring, we had a couple of our newer buses go down with bad engines. And at that time, we were struggling to serve the citizens of Hot Springs. We had to rely on some older buses. So our first main focus was to get the 2 buses that are newer up and running, and then look at an alternative fleet for the city of Hot Springs.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's tell us a bit about the purchase of a new vehicle that is going to change the way you do transportation.
Right. We, back this summer, we introduced to some of the city leaders and the maintenance department a different type of vehicles, the medium-sized cutaway bus that's called the low floor, which means it kneels down, the ramp's in the front. The driver never has to leave the seat to unboard, let the boarder off or on, or raise the ramp or anything like that. It's just flip out ramp. They wheel up and get in a wheelchair position. This bus also will be gas, and it's based on like a truck engine design that is more adapt to the city's mechanics instead of a diesel engine bus fixture. With gas being cheaper, it'll save the city money, and the vehicle itself will save the city money. I can buy 3 of these type vehicles compared to one of our ghillie buses. So this is a big cost savings on the front end for the city.
How many wheelchair passengers will it accommodate at a time?
We'll have area for 3 wheelchair passengers. Usually we just have 2 that get on and off our normal stop, but every once in a while we'll have 3. So we looked at that possibility, plus it'll seat up the same capacity as our newer ghillie buses with 23 seats. But when if there are 3 wheelchairs on board, then yes, normally the other seating will go down.
Now, when do you expect to have such a vehicle on board and operating?
We're buying it this year. We've put a request out. The end of the bids should be by the end of November, and hopefully we'll have it purchased sometime in December, and delivery will take like 120 days.
Well, that's exciting, and certainly was going to provide better service for our wheelchair passengers in the community.
Right, and if we have the ability later on to increase frequency on our routes or serve other areas, these buses are more maneuverable and can get in a little bit tighter areas, and like I said, I can buy more of them more bang for the buck.
And definitely a time saver with the driver not having to get in and out of the
Right.
seat as much.
Right.
Okay. Tell us about your partnership with the Cooperative Christian Ministries and Clinic.
About 3 months ago, they put in an article in the paper, and at that time, David Watkins, the city manager, asked me for some ideas about increasing service that they wanted and everything like that. So I gone to a couple of their meetings, and we talked about different alternatives to reach their goal and help the city achieve its goal of increasing service for the people of Hot Springs. At one of the meetings, I was asked to join a committee that they have called the Steering Committee, which with hopefully my input will help them see a way to achieve both goals.
Well, definitely they'll be able to count on your expertise as they make some recommendations for transportation improvements that will better serve the community.
That's what I was hoping to achieve, that, you know, they needed somebody that does know transportation or how to get around, and, you know, you just can't throw a plan out there without some insight from the individuals that it's concerned.
Well, I'm sure they're glad to have you on board.
Thank you.
Tell us about your paratransit ridership these days. How's it going?
Well, our ridership on paratransit is increasing, especially on the dialysis patients, which is unfortunate for them, but you know, it helps us. We're growing. We have one route. We constantly run 2 routes all the time, and we had a 3rd route that started at noon, but now it's getting to increase. We're starting at 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, especially on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That seems to be the heaviest load on dialysis patients on those days.
So the ridership's growing, and how many routes will you eventually look at having to take per week?
We'd probably do, I know each month we carry an average of 600 passengers on paratransit.
That's quite a number of passengers that
Right.
are needing this service.
Right.
And you see the numbers increasing.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Finally, we wanted to talk about upcoming community outreach, community-wide activities. Do you have anything planned?
Yeah, we did a thing last year called Food for Ride. Didn't really go over as well as I anticipated, so this year I'd like to try to offer back to the citizens that ride our bus a free ride day the day after Christmas. Of course, this will have to be presented to the city board and approved by them for action to achieve this.
Right. And so what will free ride day entail?
Paratransit and fixed route buses. They can take their Christmas shopping back or refunds or whatever, and you know, just get out, enjoy the Saturday day after Christmas. You know, maybe they can ride downtown, do some more shopping, or you know, wherever they need to go, we will take care of them.
The day after Christmas is always a very heavy traffic day.
Right.
And the more people that take the bus, the less traffic there'll be on the road.
That's true. That's true. It'll help the city a lot.
And we certainly hope that there will be some new people that will try out the bus service for the first time and find that you've got friendly, professional bus drivers.
That's always true. I'm always open for new ridership.
Yes, very good. Well, thank you for giving us an update on Intracity Transit services. If people have any question as to the routes, what areas of Hot Springs they cover, what the fares might be, obviously you can find a lot of this online.
Right.
Of course.
City website under Transportation Department, or they can call here at the depot 321-2020, and any of our staff in here can answer any question that they can pose to us.
That's an easy number to remember. That 321-2020
Right.
is one that we often give out as people move into town and are interested in finding out what public transit services are available.
Right.
Well, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate the update. Let's do this again before too long.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next week we'll bring you more city news.